Alright, hello, how's it going there? Sergeant, how's it going there? Dutch Trucker, how are you guys? Alrighty, so back in the career build series. I got that orange helicopter tuned up this morning. That's working out pretty well. Where were we left off last time here in the career? Let's see where I am. I'm standing right here. I think, did I get the, I must have got the treasure. Let's see, I think we already did the deliver the people. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's head back. Not quite sure what the fuel situation looks like here, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? Yeah. What is that? That is Blue Rescue. We already did that. Let's see. Got our houses right here. Let's see what... I forget what Tethy's code is. I think it's 6886. See if I can get a radio fix on that. Uh, 205, that looks about right. So 6 nautical miles, Tethy should be, that sounds about right. Yeah, so hope we get that orange helicopter going. Do some missions here. I didn't bother doing a new save yet. I'll have to do that. The new update, let's go over that real quick. If you want to completely take advantage of all the stuff from yesterday's update, you will need to do a new save. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look quick. As you can see here, it's there are new refueling missions. Those would need a new save. Several train line junctions inverted or derailing. They fix those. AI mission vehicle spawning in the floor. So if you've been having some lag, like people have been reporting, they get this inexplicable lag. Again, if you get vehicles crashing into things, either other vehicles or terrain, you can have an issue. And so you can see AI missions were spawning in the ground. That would cause issues. AI boats spawning in the floor again here, that could cause some lag issues. AI boat horn stuck on with infinite electricity. There's one of the boats will blow its horn all the time. I think often they used to at least take user builds and use those for missions, and so if the user built their boat incorrectly, you know, when infinite electricity came on, the horn's constantly going. So that was quite annoying to me. Every once in a while you get that looks like a little tanker that will blow the horn the whole time. So scaled vehicle handle counterforce with atmosphere factor, no clue. Adjusted rope forces in space. Crash caused by physics data accessed by projectiles after an object was destroyed. Mission do not despawn full vehicle groups, so keep an eye on that. That could be some of the vehicles not despawning. That appears to be fixed. And fix some missions missing names. So in order to get you know, some of these fixes and the new refueling missions, make sure you start a new save. We might start a new save at some point here today. It's really not that big of a pain in the ass to do. It's just mostly the only thing that takes a little bit of time is drilling the oil to get the fuel. But so the only thing you're really missing is you're missing out on the fuel in your base. So go to your drilling platform or your fraction platform. Go see how much diesel and jet fuel you have and credit yourself with that. So if you have, say FJ Warner has 110,000 liters of diesel, well, you can spawn a tank with infinite resources on that holds 110,000 liters of diesel, despawn it, and it shut off infinite resources. Despawn it, and it will give you and credit you that much fuel. So that way you're not losing fuel. You can also kind of sometimes what I'll do is I'll credit myself back the fuel that I had before I made a new save by just saying, okay, well, I had about 200,000, you know, I had about, say, 25,000. I know that my fishing boat holds about 25,000. I just turn on infinite resources, spawn the fishing boat, shut off infinite resources, and now the fishing boat has the fuel that was by all right mine. So we'll see what happens with the music. I keep getting these copyright nonsenses. The website clearly says 100% copyright, say free. They added something that to put credit in the bottom, so I'm starting to do that, see if that will fix this issue that I'm having. So we're back on Whitebait audio, see what happens. But yes, so that's kind of annoying. Well, we'll see what happens. Alright, so about 3.3 out from Tethys. 3.3 nautical miles. Do I have a repair torch? Not a repair torch, a health kit. That's what I want. Alright, that's good. Alright, good. So we'll be back there shortly. Let's probably shut off the spotlight here. So we've got the home base out there, the Cape House. So it's nice to buy that island. I like doing some of that home base building stuff. How's it going there, CG? Good to see you. But Orange Helicopter came together pretty reasonably. It did have a small weight imbalance. I fixed that. That helped quite a bit, and then. There was nothing wrong with the logic. The logic was fine. It was that weight and balance was just causing enough of a problem. And then I needed pit tuning. So I went back and pit tuned and fixed the weight and balance first, and then it was good. Yep, this lifeboat's really good. At 53 knots, no cooling problems. Again, I keep seeing people having all these cooling issues with modulars. This thing goes like stink. Doesn't have any cooling problems. Again, put on a overheat protection system. I'll probably do a new set of tutorials and some of that stuff. Try to keep it short, part by part. Some of the tutorial elements are buried in other videos, like the beginner series. So I might just kind of break those out. But yar. Let me know if the music gets too loud, guys. Kind of champing at the bit to play some Ark, too. I've been enjoying Ark. See what Sieges get to say. Yeah, it's I think it's pretty silly. You know, it's like the face. You know, CG's talking about somebody defacing their political sign. It's like, you know, I think it's pretty silly. Yeah. Go on somebody else's property and then deface their sign. It's like there's plenty of things that people do that I don't agree with. It doesn't give you the right to destroy their property, go on their land. Can't do it. Plus, you know, just it's silly. Just don't do it. You know. That looks like Tethys ahead of me, as you can see. So, yep, that's the right channel. So this is just a simple homing system. It has an antenna. This is how the ADF system works. It has an antenna, and the antenna broadcasts Tethys' current position. And so we just home right in on Tethys' current position. So we'll kick the autopilot, and I'll steer, put this in the garage. But Tethys looks really good, all lit up there. Let's see if we can get a reasonable picture. I'll have to sneeze here in a second. Hopefully too much of that didn't get through the microphone. trying not to mute on this mic. This is my old mic. I replaced it with one, and that one broke. It was a cheap, shitty one. I can't get the originals. And unfortunately, it does like my ability to hear and mic too. So it's all off the headset. Let's see how we're doing there. A little bit off. I think what we'll do is nose in, bowing. Gotta be careful. That keeps giving me quite a bit of rudder force going in reverse there. Once I've already zeroed out the thrust. Yeah, so like if you watch one of my feature request videos, I asked for a brake block. Tongue twister. So kind of the whole thought process of that is have a 1x1 block. I just used a electric motor as kind of an example, and it will give you the ability to put in a variable. 0 to 1 essentially of how much braking force you want on an RPS connection. Could add variable brakes to tracks. It could increase the braking force on trucks. One thing too is when you're doing a boat, you figure the propeller has momentum. If the propeller is going one direction, it has force. Force is mass times acceleration. So the propeller has a mass, and it it's whatever it's accelerating in one direction gives it its force, and then you're trying to ask it to go the other direction, which the force could exceed how much the engine can overcome, and you end up stalling the engine. So oftentimes you'll hear that restart. It's because the propeller. God damn it! Jump on the intake there, guys. Just jump on the intake, you dickhead. It will. Fuck! I'm just gonna no clip up there. It will go ahead and. Oh my God! I can't think of what I was talking about now. So you get that momentum, so it stalls the engine out, right? And so it's kind of like if you were trying to slam your car while it's still rolling forward into reverse, it will stall the engine out. You just come to a stop. And so with something like a brake block, it would make it much easier for the ability to do that number of applications, plus for rotor brakes, which you have on fucking just click it, you dickhead. I gotta get this closer. This was pretty damn close, and now it's not. And so you can be able to do things like rotor brakes and everything else. So hopefully I add something like that. I want to do one on. There's a fix I'd like, not necessarily a fix, but in addition to standard containers, I'd like to see. So right now the standard containers have not really linear tracks. They're called tracks, and the tracks are on the bottom. And they attach to grippers, so they're gripper tracks. So the issue being that gripper tracks are too tall, 2 blocks tall. And so when you're trying to, say, make an airplane, which is you're a little bit worried about space, and especially smaller airplanes, it's hard to make the 2 blocks. Fucking Jesus, get up there. It's kind of tough to put the 2 blocks in the floor, so it would be nice if they also had a couple sets of grippers on the containers. What is this new that it's behaving like this? Fucking hell. And so essentially you would have grippers on there as well, so that if you wanted to put the gripper tracks on the bottom instead, you could do that as well. So that's another one I'm thinking. Be kind of cool. I was going to do a bunch of fucking third person. I'm already annoyed with this thing. I've never had this rope issue with this particular boat before. I'm also kind of in a weird spot, so. Alright, let's try that. If it fucks up again, I'll move. Grab it, you dickhead. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Alright, good. That way you can have some versatility. Like, they already added hard points to them, so that's something easy and quick I think they could add that they'd probably be receptive to. Alright. Oh, what's this? The clock's a second off. Yeah, it's interesting. Is this... Are you raising up? Trying to see if this is raising the cable or not. What's the winch up? Go winch up. What the fuck am I doing here? There we go. All right. It's because people are ignorant, and you know, you can already tell it's a pretty ignorant person if they're already writing on somebody else's property. So, yeah, people who are that way tend to tell on themselves quite often. Plus, those people tend not to know what any of the terms mean. They just regurgitate whatever their talking heads tell them to say. The winch, like, generally what I do with my winches now is I use the up-downs. What I should be doing is changing 1, 2 to push, because normally what I do is then turn them into buttons with toggles. I just didn't do that, so I'll put that on the to-do list for that, actually. That'll be good. Because, like, right now I have to press 1 to stop up, and then 2 to go down. I should switch it over. Let me quickly do, I'll grab the Tethy's lists. Now I'll put that on there. So crane, let's see. Rescue boat, exterior cameras, helipad, front garage. Let's do change winch to push and up, down, counter. All right. That's gonna be better like that. All right. Need to swing this to, I think that the swing limit's a problem. There we go. Gotta swing this around here, so there we go. That was going where I wanted. Perfect. It banged right where I needed it to swing where I wanted it to. Awesome. That is perfect. Alright, good. I've got it oriented correctly now. Wrong way. See how close we are. We're going to be close. Probably pretty close there, actually. Alright, so it needs to come, what, forward? See which direction. Oh, it's backwards because, okay, it's backwards because of the direction I'm looking at it. It's backward. It's looking this way, and I'm looking at backwards. I get you. Camera is helpful though. Okay, it's got to come toward me too. All right. The release was on. I gotta check the release. I think it's supposed to be on auto reset. Let me check it. Make sure it's not. Release is false now. Yeah, it was on auto. I don't know if it has an auto reset, but looked like it was on the on position. All right, let's go to the right, and then there we go. Perfect. All right. Grab this rope. Stows this way, I forgot. Stows to the right. Alright, there we go. Let's get out of here. Let us go. Go right there is fine. Get a bunch in. How's it going there, Guard Halo? Good to see you. How's it going there, Curie? How are you? Alright, so what we'll probably do is when we get back to the base, I'll probably trade out the orange helo. We'll go to we'll go get that one back, go get the new version that's actually working better. Looks like Reddit cleared out into the comment section of Steam again. Pretty silly comments in there. Been enjoying Arc lately. That's been fun. Good little change up. The ropes are weaker. Thanks for screwing up my machine. Has anyone else had issues with the ropes being weaker? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I have no clue. The other thing too is sometimes when you start a new save, the game will put you back to auto physics. Like I remember there was one time where Triton seemed funny to me. Like the crane wasn't as strong, and I went in my settings and yep, and put it back to auto and put it back to where it's supposed to be. And it's like a lot of people just have no clue what they're doing and they blame the game, which par for the course at this point. Trying to put together my own like gaming gaming what the hell do you call it, mix. So I'll put that up on the channel at some point, and I'll play that during streams, and that's all from YouTube Music, so that should help alleviate some of these problems. If you guys want to use it as well, it'll be up there. I started putting it together. How far out are we? 0.4. Oh, there it is. I was like, why don't I see it? And it's right there. I was like, I'm like, how do I not see this? It's right next to me. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, 0.4, I should be seeing it. It's right here behind the post. Right. That does happen IRL. You get stuff stuck behind the post. You can't see it. I don't have the orange helicopter on anyways. I have Chickadee on me. No clue about the new refueling missions. I haven't started a new save yet, so I don't know. No clue. I think it's a good mission though. See, that's the other thing. It's like people are like, "Oh, great, more search and rescue." It's like, yeah, it's like I get that people want more search and rescue, but anything that they agree with, like this certain group of people, they say, "Yay, more search and rescue." It's like, you know, I don't get this, like, when people are like, oh, we need more search and rescue. I get it, but it's like, be specific, like, what you want. It's like, you know, I like the new missions, but it's like, you got new missions. It's like, the game doesn't need to be shoehorned into search and rescue all the time. You know, it's like, oh my god. It'd be so friggin' boring if it was just search and rescue. It's like, it needs some versatility, and it's getting it. It's like, I'm glad that they added that. What do I want to do here? Let's move up just a hair. I'm gonna get away from here so the wind doesn't blow us right into the island. I can respawn Tethies here if I need to. Gonna go off just a little bit, and then we'll see what we get from missions. You know, hoping for fishing pots. One thing that'd be kind of nice is that, you know, if you can do fishing pots, even though you don't get like a ton of fish outside these hotspots, we do get fish, and so it'd be kind of cool if you could just throw a couple pots off somewhere and, you know, get a couple, and then just pull it up and then take them to wherever they need to go. Paint here and there in the house that needs doing. Probably changes time here if we get another night mission. Let's see what that one's about. Do I have no clip on? I do. Good. Alright. I want some faraway missions, so I left that on. So that one we'll go do. That one is Blue Speedboat, Radio for Help. Let's go take, let's see. We take Chickadee over there. Swap it out for the orange helicopter at some point. Excuse me. I'm walking here. Did not set the anchor. I should probably set the anchor. Why is that not shut down? I literally declutched the engines, or declutched the propellers, and I thought I shut the engines down. Maybe I didn't. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I gotta look. I'll put that on the to-do list because I shut all that shit off and it did not shut the engines down. Hard to remember where I am sometimes on the builds. Yeah, this whole friggin' thing is shut down. That diesel furnace is shut down. I gotta look at it. Boiler temp is dropping. I don't know why these are still clutched in though. Alright, let's put that on the to-do list. Let's see. Check prop clutches. Alright, check prop clutches. That should fix that. We're on anchor, so let's go to the right lighting. Alright, let's take Chickadee. We'll go to that mission. I got a rope on me. Oh. Okay. Did I now put a rope blocker somewhere? Maybe I didn't. Let's see. Add rope blockers to the helipad. Do I have a help? There it is. Add rope blockers. Okay, there we go. Get in Chickadee, please. Thanks. Get in Chickadee. Thanks. Alright, let's see. Where's my disconnect button on this? Do I not have one? I think Chickadee. Did Chickadee not get a disconnect button? Shit. I think it's on there. It's on here. Okay. Does have it. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're going right there. Start dropping the rotors. I didn't put this in, so it's still navigating to somewhere else. Where's the bearing? Oh, I gotta change that over so I know what I'm looking at. 119, that sounds about right. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get getting here. How's it going there, Alistair? How are you? I'll be there in about 4 minutes. Bit of altitude here. Let's go up to 1,000 feet. I don't need a scud run the whole way. That looks like that must be logistics port there. Yeah. And shut off taxi and landing light. Don't need those. It's somewhere in here. A little less than 2 minutes out. You can start to see the coast there. Here's the bridge. Go down to 500 feet. Hello, Zachy. How are you? Yeah, it's orange helicopter's pretty much fixed at the moment. I dare not say it though because it'll have a problem if I do. But it was just a weight and balance problem mainly. Fixed the weight and balance, and then I tuned up the PIDs, and it's working fine now. So mostly just a weight and balance problem. Moved the physics sensor to somewhere a little bit better too, so a little bit more accurate readings on the physics sensor. How's it going there, AK Free Flyer? How are you? Alright, let's go ahead and we will keep it, we'll keep it on autopilot for now. Go, we'll stay at 500 feet for now. Alright, looks like that's it right there. Alright, that's it right there. Alright, so it's right off of here. It's close. It's like right about there. Let's just start slowing down here. It's gonna start to circle until I get into vertical mode. What's my altitude set? 500. Okay. It's going into station keeping, so it's gonna use pitch and yaw to get there. What's the current? 316. Let's put that in. 316. Heading hold for that. Alright, good. There it is right there. So let's get that. It's about right where it's showing there. Pretty close there. Let's go down to, oh, I don't know, 65 feet. Right there. Right there. Probably pretty close to where it's showing. Let's turn on some lighting in there. Alright, so it needs to go. It's doing alright so far. Alright, yeah, it's right where they showed it was. Alright. Let's go down a little bit. We don't have to go down too much. Let's go down 20 more feet. All right, we're good to go back and to do this. Do I have a? Where's my cabin light? Do I have one? I throw my flashlight at this point, so I don't know where the hell my where the hell's my cabin light? Right here. Okay. Just like wondering where it was. Is that not working? Okay, that's not working. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, cabin light. I gotta put that on the to-do list. Let's see. Chickadee. Do I have a chickadee on here? Chickadee, chickadee, dee. No, I don't. Alright, chickadee. New not new folder, you dickhead. New doc. Try to make a doc for each one. Chickadee. D. All right, chickadee. I need let's see, 20 on that. Bold underline. Let's do cockpit. All right, and let's go ahead. We'll put in for. I need interior lighting. All right, so something wrong with interior lights. I gotta fix that. I have no. Where the hell is the door? There it is. All right, let's go ahead and shit. I can't see anything. What the hell are my controls here for this? There's. All right. Shit, I was standing on the hatch. That's not helpful. Get in the harness, you dickhead. Oh, fucking dickhead. Ugh. I was standing on the harness, and then when it wouldn't let me click into it. I had problems here. Right, let's jump in the seat. Let's jump back down. I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Can't turn those interior lights on. That's a problem. So I gotta fix that. There we go. The old chickadee D. Still one of the best VTOLs I have. It's super fast and super fuel efficient. Capable, stable. Does everything it needs to. Alright. Let's see, how many peeps did it say? We got 3. Okay. Hopefully I don't have to bring the defib down. I don't see any of these peeps. There are crocodiles around here sometimes. So, did they get eaten by crocs? And I don't see them. Where the hell are they? There's supposedly people here. Where the hell are they? Do they get eaten by a crocodile? I don't want to be in the water if there's a crocodile around there. Really would rather not, actually. Where the hell are the people? I don't think this boat has any interior spaces on it. They're all painted bullshit. Yeah, it's all painted bullshit. There's no interior space. Where the hell are the people? Okay, where the hell are the people? There's a flashlight. We got that now, at least. Where? Oh, right there. Okay, I see. There's one there. Way to be right next to each other, dickheads. All right, where's the third? If you don't have a flare, if you don't have a strobe, you're gonna die. So I can't see any of you people. Alright, that's helpful. Thanks. Thanks there, peeps. Why don't you stay close to your vessel here, huh? That would have been helpful. Yep, they all get theirs. They're all way the hell over there. Why the hell are they so far away? Oh, this is the man overboard mission. That's why. Oh, I get you. This is man overboard. I get you. That makes sense. They've fallen off of their boat, so they're a distance away. Let's head over there. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and take. Let's get that out of my hand. Nav GPS off, and then I'm just gonna help it along here. There's 2 of them out there. Supposed to be a third somewhere. I don't see him yet. Let's take off heading hold 2. Push the rotors down a little bit to get a little bit of speed going here as I head towards them. That makes sense, though. It's a man overboard mission, so they would not be on the boat themselves. It was a pain in the ass before they put the strobes in. They used to not have the strobes and the people, and pain to find them. That's kind of cool now. That's our current heading here. 091. I lost sight of one of them. There it is. Okay. There they are. Now let's go ahead and start putting the rotors back up. Right over them now. We drifting a little bit. Probably should put a station keeping mode on. How bad are we drifting? Can I swim this? Ah, it's iffy. I don't want to go back up though. I like the added challenge of the night. So. It's alright. I'll come to you. I'm a-coming. I should have put a station keeping mode on. Jesus, you're barely alive too. Did I leave this health kit? I fucking left the health kit on your boat. Or in the inside. I just need them to survive long enough to get up there, or else it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It'll be a big pain in the ass. Yeah, I think it's 27 maybe for the drill. I can't remember. Doesn't have a ton, but it's got some. I believe I said hi to Zachy. Hello if I did not, Zachy. I think I did. Hopefully this jackass doesn't fall out of the harness as I go up. At least I'll know where they are. I'm going to check fuel while I'm in there. I'd already been running for Chickadee for quite a while before I did it. We had... It doesn't burn that much fuel, but... Do they fall off my back? Where the hell are they? No. Put them in the harness. Are they... They're fucking incapacitated. Awesome. I'm just going to leave you people. Alright. You're going to be a pain in the balls? We'll leave you to die. They had like a sliver of health when I got to them. Alright. Let's leave these people go do our own thing. People can't cooperate, we'll leave. Burning my fuel, least you can do is not pass out. Let's go. I don't really need that, but that's in there now. What do we got there? 349. Hand fly over to FJ. Check fuel real quick. Yeah, we burned I don't know, 5-6 gallons a side, like nothing. This thing is really super fuel efficient. Yeah, somebody on the Discord was talking about how like, oh my god, you know, diesel's so inefficient. It's like, no, it isn't. It's like it's really efficient. It's just like again, don't blame the game for your building issues. Like, ask for help. Say, hey, my diesel is not very efficient. I would like to get better fuel efficiency out of this. Can somebody help me, please? Instead of game bad boo, you know, it just, you know, start from that. Start from the assumption that it's something you did. That's generally good practice. You know, again, you see the workshop filling up day after day after day after day with builds that work. You know, it's like, And then you blame the game for like, oh, this, you know, this broke, it's not due to me. It's like the orange helicopter. It was 100% things I did. I put in things that caused a center of gravity imbalance. I, you know, I had to tune the PIDs in. The game was fine. You know, it's nothing to do with the game. It was all things I did. You know. You know, taking ownership over your own issues allows you to then fix them and learn from your mistakes and issues and your engineering, you know, malpractice, and you can then fix it yourself. You know, let's do that real quick. You know, and that's the cool thing is, you know, you realize that it's something I did that broke it. You can fix it. There are certainly issues with the game, but it's like a lot of times people are blaming the game as a convenient scapegoat for their own issues. It's like, it's not helpful. Because you then, what's the point of fixing my build? It's not my fault, it's the game's fault. And you get a build that's easily fixable that, if you just asked for some help, you could get the build fixed, you know? And you could learn something in the process, imagine that. Learning something in an engineering game, you know? And you can actually, I think I have the parking brake on, so. I think I have the parking brake on. I just need to drop the collective here so I'm not coming off the ground. Parking brake, where is that on here? 6. Okay. Let's go down and I'll taxi in a little bit. I think the parking brake's on. I think I put it back on, actually. Trying to see if I have it on or not. I don't have a light, so I can't tell. No, that's great. I'm just gonna fucking take off. Don't take off, just stop. I've got the rotors pushing forward, so I gotta put them straight up as well. Alright, let's recall Chickadee. Let's fix the lighting issue. Let's look at, we'll start with electricity. That's an easy fix if that's the case. Have a light there. Is that a light? It is a light. That's the panel. Panel's going to here, which is the winch. That's all in the winches. Where is the actual light in the place? Right here. This is connected to nothing. That would be probably the issue right there. I expect that's the issue. So let's go ahead and spawn that right fast. We'll test it. Make sure that fixes. No. Nope. Chickadee's not in the workshop. Probably won't. Come on, I can't see. No light there yet. What the fuck is up with this light? Let's check that light. I gotta fix it. Seeing that this wasn't painted, the probability that this isn't connected is probably pretty high. Let us see. Electricity, right there, goes to the panel. Panel goes to this winch, which we know works. Nope, it doesn't go to there. No. Okay, where's that going? That's going then to... Okay, that's going to the relay, so it's through there. Let's get that... Why is that connected to the winch is the question. That should go there. This should go to... Which side's the battery on? Physics sensor, where's the battery? Where is the frickin' battery? Battery, where's the battery? Battery's right here. Alright, so we have battery going to this side. So that's the hot bus. Go to the hot bus. Right here, that's the issue. Okay, that's the issue right there. That is RGB lights. So I have one here, I have one there. Alright. Electricity, is this one plugged? It isn't. That goes there. Alright, good. So likely that's probably the last system I added was the interior lights. So I probably did not finish it. Right, come on, asshole. Jump. Jump. Alright. Let's make sure that panel's plugged in right. So the panel here should be hot bus. Not there. Should go to the hot bus. Alright, that's hot bus now. And then the heater should be going off the cold bus. Alright, it is. Okay, good. So let's test that. That should run now. Want to do one of the feature requests I want to do is for 1x1 jet engine parts. I don't know why I did all that. I gotta test it as hot bust. Jesus Christ. Did I not hook that one up either? What the hell is this light doing, man? Alright. Not like I don't use this lighting system. Alright, press B for the 5th time. Let me into the workbench, please. Thanks. Not like I don't use this for everything I do. This goes there. That goes to the 2 RGB lights. What's the other ones? The heater's not connected. Okay, that's good to know. This must have been right toward the end of when I stopped working on this. That was when that got done. RGB light dimmer right there. Okay, what the hell's the story? Probably did I change the numbers? 1 through 4 with. That's why. 1 right there, that's why, right here. 2, this needs to be 3, or else that will fuck everything up. Alright, that's there. Can't double channel it. Let's see, 1, 3, 2, 4, yep, that's good. Alright, that's what it was. It was double channeled off the heater. I think I had that on another build, but I literally, I must have put that on and then stopped working on Chickadee, because it was, power wasn't connected, the RGBs weren't connected, panel wasn't fixed. I probably threw them on there. There we go. Lights, reds, brights, dim it out, dim. Let's see, master power, heater, come on. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere up here. Or is it? I just hit it too, right there. Heater's on. All right, so that's good. There was a paint issue on here. I keep changing it, and I keep not saving it, I think. I fixed the paint issue, I think I did. Yeah, I think I fixed it. Alright, let's go ahead and save it. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Alright, Chickadee's updated. We check that off the list, Chickadee. Let's see. Alright. Let's just sleep and we'll get a mission. We'll use the orange helicopter. Yeah, it was mostly just a weight and balance issue. You know, weight and balance, and then moving the physics sensor a little bit helped the way it's reading. So, a couple things there, but mostly was weight and balance. Workshop video. Okay, thanks. On what? On YouTube? Yeah, I'm using like the third-party program, so I gotta. Before I used to like fill out all the information before I started a stream, and then I do it a little bit now, but it's with Restream, so it ends up screwing it up half the time. Workshop video 30 is labeled as 31. What do you mean? I'm looking at 30. It's got the thumbnail for 30, says 30. I'm looking at 31. Let's see. 31 has the 31 thumbnail, and it has 31 on there. I don't know what you're talking about. Captain's Workshop 31. 31. Captain's Workshop 30. 30. 30. Talking about. Check Twitch, I guess. Twitch or here? I don't know what you're talking about. Looks good to me. I don't know what. I don't know where the issue is. It's 30 says 30. It says 31. 31. 31. 31. Yes, I don't know what the issue is. Yeah, I'm not seeing what you're saying. All Did I sleep in a bed? I got distracted. Let's see, what was I doing? What's that? Raptor's Lighthouse on fire again. Not interested. We're not doing that one again. Should go check on fuel. Get this, yeah, let's go do fuel. I'll wait till the sun comes up. Get out of bed. Alright. This light in here is brutal. That's much better. Alright. Let's go, let's see. I don't know what's over there for fuel at the moment. Let's go ahead and I'll just turn on custom menu, map vehicles, see if I have something over there. Looks like negative. Alright, no trucks over there. Class B, it's close here. I hope it's not filling his back. It's probably just filling the saddles on here. Nope, it's filling it up with diesel. Likely I had that for the when we were using it for multiplayer. Rope on me. Go. Where did that rope go? Yeah, so where are you seeing this, like, wrong title? Checked a couple there. I don't see it. They're, AK. So I shut off the fraction tower. I'll grab that. Maybe we'll start a new saver in a minute. I don't know. I gotta pull everything back too to do that. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, you gotta be specific when you say that something like that because it's like, and then you can't just say yes because I asked like 3 questions like where it was. Yeah. They showed you what I see, and it all looks good to me. Make sure I don't hit this rescue up here. The rescue vehicle's still here. Hello, sir. Yeah, it's yelling at me. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Try not to hit the rescue. On the way by. The old dislikes on the live video. Somebody Somebody's in a pissy mood. We shouldn't have too much left in here. I might have even got it all. I gotta despawn this, but I'm gonna end up doing a new save anyways. I'll work on this work on this facility. I want to increase the storage cap on it. Let's see what we got in there. It was converting the oil that I had left over. So I shut the pump off. It still had oil in it, so yeah, it's still got 13,000 liters of oil to go through. So this rope on me is annoying. I don't think it matters here because I'm not gonna turn on the pump on the tractor. I'm just gonna pump. So we'll do jet fuel, diesel. Keep walking, asshole. Keep going. Keep going. Use your strength. There we go. All right, good. So we'll get that going. Okay, so the complaint is not that the title is different, the complaint being that the video is not showing on the playlist. Captain's Workshop playlist, okay. Showing 31 videos. Let's take a look. 30 right there. 30, 30, 29, 30, 30. Okay. 31, 31. Oh, is it that you don't see 30? Because I have 30 shut off because of having the issue with the monetization. Is that what it is? You don't see 30? Yeah, because I've got it set to private. Is that your complaint, that you don't see 30? Because I have it shut off. Because you put... Let me read what you said. It says Captain's Workshop video 30. Okay. Labels number 31. So no, that's not what it's not labels 31. You do not see 30 because I have it set to private at the moment because I'm dealing with the copyright bullshit of the audio. Okay. That's your issue, is you cannot see it on the playlist. Okay, yeah, you can't see it on the playlist because I put it to private. That's why you can't see it on the playlist. So until I get all that fixed, you're not going to see it either. Yeah, it's hidden because I made it hidden. I'm dealing with all that copyright crap, so. Despite me having all the title on there that it needs to not have to deal with copyright crap, I'm having to deal with copyright crap. So that's why it's private, is because I'd have to give the money to the person who made the music, which I'm not interested in doing. So that's what I was talking about yesterday. Alright, so we got that pumping out. Hopefully the end of that fuel. Which is annoying. It's all this Karl case stuff, which I'm playing now, but I don't know why it's doing all that copyright crap. It's quite annoying, actually. Let's see. All right, that's pumping. Let's see what we can grab for a mission. Get a new save going here before I do too much ridiculous. Okay, this is that transport mission. I'm not gonna do it, but this is I might do it in the Orangello. This is the transport mission stuff. This is when I was one of the reasons why I did the feature request is you're at an airport, Clark Airfield, right? Which yes, helicopters do take off out of airports, but there are no airport missions. There's no airport gameplay. Or airplane, let's put it that way. There's no airplane gameplay, and so that's why I made that video the other day on like the request for airplane gameplay. Because it's like, great, I like this mission. This is transport a person. Sometimes they have a little box they need transported, but it's, you're taking them to a VTOL only location. So that shit kind of annoys me because it's like, I have no problem with that mission. It's the fact that I can't do any airplane missions unless I make it myself. So luckily Delta is receptive to the Tajan docks as, a potential thing they might look into, but I really would like some actual airplane content. Would be nice, Especially, Stormlink is dead. Like people, oh, go use Stormlink. Stormlink's dead. Stormlink's been dead for quite a while, and the problem with add-ons is, you gotta live with some of the add-on choices the developer of the add-on made, and then if something changes in the game, you gotta then live with that. Like, so for example, one of the issues with Stormlink is Stormlink, when you buy a base, it auto-populates the people. What the fuck is up with my winch now? Stand by, I gotta go fix the winches now. I did not touch the winches. Why are the winches not working? I don't think I touched the winches. Did I pull? I pulled an electrical connection somewhere. Oh, it used to go through the physics sensor, and I moved the physics sensor and deleted that. Make sure I plug that back, and I did. Okay, that's why we got that issue. All right, which one's battery side? Battery's at the bottom there. Okay, let's save that then. Yeah, so the hopefully they add some airplane stuff, because like I would love to do like transport. Like there's some cool things they could do, like bush planes, stuff like that. Like for example, if you had a transport somebody from Clark to this Noah's Village, that would be a cool one. You could fly in here if you wanted, or fly in there and take them via truck or something. But it makes it so everything defaults to VTOL, and it's kind of bleh that you can't do airplanes, which is kind of gross as far as I'm concerned. I would really like to have the ability to go airplane to airplane. Now, where's that? What the fuck is going on here? I bet that lost electricity too. Yeah, that's what it was. No, it isn't. That's plugged in. What the hell is up with that? That's going, yeah, like these are all hooked in. Where's that going? It's already connected. What the hell is going on with this? I did not touch this that I thought. There's the control panel there. Let's check. That's there. Okay. What is up with this winch? Going to medium winch on here, yeah. Okay. Winch length. Winch. Sit right there, okay. Okay, that's wrong. What the hell is this doing? I can't see. Everything's too tight in this build. It got disconnected. Did I delete the winch somehow? I don't know. Gotta look. Hello panel. Hello engine panel. Maybe I didn't hook the winches up. No, they were hooked up pretty recently. There it is right here. What the fuck? I don't know what happened to this winch controller, how this got disconnected. Control harness should... Okay, that's what the dilly is there. So it should go from the here to, what is that? No, that was right. Should go from here to there. I can see what I'm doing. Everything's on top of each other and then go there. Alright, let's see. I don't know how that got disconnected. Don't. Fuck. I don't know how that got disconnected. Spawn, please, so I can then despawn you and save you. Thanks. Whatever else. Orange Hilo, 6-6. Okay. I don't know what I did when to disconnect all that. That's a lot of disconnected stuff. The electricity made sense to me. I moved the physics sensor. I thought I'd gone through there, but maybe not. Right. There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know when that got disconnected. Yeah, you know, the issue with, back to what I was talking about, the issue with Stormlink was that Stormlink, you know, it would spawn a large, like, you could set it to, like, 50 passengers or something, so you could run a passenger jet, but it would be at each airport. So, like, if you had 10 airports unlocked, right, that's 500 NPCs sitting on the map. You know, so it would really lag everything out. And so a better way to do it is how the game innately does it is when you get close, the people spawn. So the only place that would have the people spawn is where you're at. And so the add-on didn't do that. So what you could do is you could close other airports. So for example, you leave open the airport you're leaving from and the airport you're going to. You have to close all the other ones, then pay to open them again, which wasn't a big pain in the ass, but it wasn't great. You know, it's one of the reasons why I'm not huge on a lot of mods. Is it's just like you need to make sure the people who made the mod are keeping up with it as well. That's like I had, you know, I was trying to get back into Kerbal and I was just like 20 mods to put on there. And it's like, ugh, and then they start to interfere with one another, and then somebody stopped updating the mod. So do I use a rollback version of the game? And so I think, you know, sometimes when people just say, "Yay mods, let us mod the game," it's like it's. Again, it's always easy to say something like that. It's hard to implement it and make it work right. It'd be a huge pain in the ass. You know, and personally, I would rather have like a standardized system for myself where it's like, yep, that's where we're working from. But that's wrong. Let's see. It should be GPS 250. Okay. Yeah, so I would like the game to innately do some of these pasture and pallet missions that I was talking about, where it's like it comes up as a mission. You want to do it? Great, go do it. When you get close, it spawns. It's active until it expires, and it goes away. And if you never go to that place where the mission is, you never have to do it. You know, it will just expire. And it'd be kind of just like a standard. It's like, hey, there's a like this one. This engineer here, like he is currently not spawned in the world. So this guy here, this engineer, is not spawned in yet. This lighthouse keeper, whatever it is. There's another one for an engineer that goes to the power plant. But, like, this guy is not spawned in yet. When we get close, they will spawn into the world. And then that mission will be active. So up until then, that person is not in the game causing lag. You know, using resources. Let's put it that way. They're not using resources. When we get close, that person spawns into existence. Then we can take them and go from there to the destination. When they go to the destination, it's just like we, you know, drop them off at a helicopter. It tells us that they've been delivered, and when we leave, they despawn eventually. And so I like to see that innately in the game. I think, you know, it's a system already in, and all the devs have to really do is like spawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here. When you get there, 5 people pop in. You drop them off. It accepts it, you get your money, and then despawns. It's not like they have to rewrite all the code for that. It's already in. Looks pretty smooth, huh? Famous last words. Yeah, so I got the pits tuned in pretty well now. Famous last words. Watch this thing do a friggin' nosedive that I said something. The words were coming out of my mouth. I was like, don't say it. Don't screw yourself. Yeah, it's alright, AK. I just like, people will constantly be like, oh look, this is wrong on YouTube, and it's like a lot of times it's like it's YouTube doesn't update it, or I've done that for a reason. So it's just like, yeah, more specific you are, that helps. Like if you were like, oh, video 31's not showing in the playlist, I could tell you that's probably one of the ones that I shut off, It will come back as soon as I get this copyright stuff, but like any revenue I make on that video goes to the person who made the music, which it was advertised as copyright-free music that you could use for free, and then they changed something, and now they want the money. I was like, no, you don't have to do that. But this is flying nicely now, as you can see. All right, we're gonna quickly just slam on the brakes here, so press the space bar. Take off the autopilot. Again, that takes off all autopilot plus the auto hover nonsense. With just smoothing. So I'm hand flying it now. This is how well it flies now by hand. It's pretty balanced. I got the center of gravity fixed, so you see it's not it's not rolling hard to the left anymore. So, working pretty well. I gotta change when this goes. What's that? 580. Let's say if it's above 550. I'll put that on my to-do list. All right. So one of the reasons I like having the ground idle is we've landed. I'm gonna put the park brake on. I'm gonna go to ground idle. Okay. Because like, see, it's trying to take off. Fuck. Stop. What are you doing? I've got damage on. So eventually that will slow down. You can see it's slowing down now. Alright, good. Let's see. Strobes. We'll shut strobes off. You don't want any strobes on. I don't know why it's taking so long, so let me put a couple notes on stuff to do for this build. Let's see. Orange helo. Alright, let's look. A lot of stuff's we can get rid of. Alright, let's see. Let's see, speed up, ground idle. You can hear it's starting to slow down now. Speed up ground idle. What was the other thing I needed to just do now? I forgot already. Anyways, that's on there. Speed up ground idle. Okay, 550 for low RPM. Change low RPM. 550. Sometimes they have this, like, a lot of this is already in, too. There's some cool missions where, like, the lighthouse keeper might have a small box, and you can pick it up with your hands. You put the lighthouse keeper in, and you just throw the box on the floor. That's really cool to me, too, because you can have a really super small airplane. You just need a little space for a tiny little box to put in there. That's cool, and then I like the pallet idea I had there, where it's like you have some pallets. Like, you could put a ton of cool stuff. Like, you could make a motorcycle that looks like a motorcycle, put it on a pallet, and then it would be like, it would look like you're transporting a motorcycle. That's something cool and easy. Like, I did one that looks like 50-gallon drums of jet fuel. What is that vehicle classified as? It's not classified as an ass. It's a helicopter. Alright, I gotta wait for this to rev back up. Yeah, so I gotta speed that up. Hello there, bye, Ailey, Wilk, how are you? Skydive mission. Yeah, skydive, that would be interesting. Yeah, drop some people off. I don't know how you'd have to throw them out by hand. The problem with that is sometimes the game has issues if your acceleration is too high, it can cause problems, so you'd have to worry about glitching into something, but that would be a cool idea. Yeah, 250, let's go up. All right, let's go to the lighthouse. go up to 1,000, I would say. We're gonna have to go higher than that. 1,500. We have to go over Mount Goldblum. So the other thing too is I put in here that the yaw commands a roll, but only when you're going fast, because even in helicopter, you initiate the turn with the roll and you coordinate with the rudder. You don't do it. Don't do it that way. So the reason why it started out there a little bit wobbly was I have a up-down counter. It has to change the D value. The D value when it's hovering is 10. The D value when it's in horizontal flight, I think it's like 0.5. So it's counting down from 10 to 0.5 to smoothly transition from one set of pit values to the other. Probably going to need to, we'll see how it levels out here. We might be alright. It might go back down. I probably need to increase the D value on pitch. Because it's overshooting. It's not damping. See how it overshoots and goes back? So that's 300 feet. IRL, 300 feet is the maximum you can overshoot. So you could overshoot your altitude by 300 feet before you have to report it. And fill out some paperwork going to NASA. Yeah, skydive would be neat. Like, dropping cargo would be kind of cool. Like, dropping pallets of cargo, that would be kind of neat. Love it if they had more land cities. Yeah, it would be cool, but again, you gotta consider the lag and you know, one of the things, like, if this was a single player co-op multi-game only, you know, I think they could do more. The problem is, you know, a bunch of the community wanted Wild West, huge, unregulated servers for multiplayer, and the problem with that is everything they ask is they like, oh, we can't have that feature because it would lag out multiplayer. And so that's part of the problem with some of that stuff. And like people are like, well, you know, you just put it in, and then people can, you know, realize they have to shut it off for multiplayer. That's the problem. A lot of those people, like, you've seen some of the comments. You're not dealing with people who read anything, frankly. Like literally, people will comment on the weekly update, asking the questions that are clearly disseminated in the weekly update because they can't be bothered to read the link they clicked on. They'd rather just go to the comment section, ask somebody else to do it for them, and to give them the cliff notes of a 3-paragraph long update. You know, so it's like some of that stuff you kind of have to make it where it's like extra simplified too, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the thing, is I agree. They should lock it in at the time. So, like, for example, if you know, going forward, new content, but what some of these songwriters do is they put their stuff out there for free, and then they get, you know, and I'm glad they did their work, but essentially they're allowing me, so it's kind of it's almost like a partnership. Is I am advertising their music for free. Their music is getting out to more people who say, oh, that's a cool song. What song is that? And then, you know, so that person will then listen to their music. So that's kind of the bargain, is I am advertising their music for free on my videos, and I get free music. But then the problem is later on, they'll want the money. And so they come back, and it's like, no, that's not how this should work. It's like, you know, at the time this music was on there, at the time of recording, it was free. It should remain free. Any new music going on, I have no problem with them changing. So, you know, like one thing I think they changed, what I wonder if it's hitting it, is like on White Bat Audio, it has a thing now, which it didn't have before, that it says, you know, on the bottom in your description, credit XYZ for the music. The problem is at the time it didn't have that. So it's like, it's obnoxious. And then the other thing too is I have other, it's weird too. It could be a YouTube problem, because I have other videos that have that same music, because I use pretty much the same playlist, and it doesn't have that problem. And then you know, you have you know, so like it only popped up for a couple videos, but it's like I've got, like, this is the playlist I use on most of my videos. So it's like I have to go back and dick with all the videos, which luckily YouTube, for this very reason, put in a new tool where I can mute just the music, but it takes longer. So I have to go through and and then I can only do one at a time, so I have to like mute that out and then move on. Yeah. You know, so like I've got 50 instances I have to fix. That's why it's friggin' annoying. You know, because they did this retroactively. They went back and screwed with it, and that's what's annoying to me, is they went back and screwed with it. You know, they hit some of your old videos because what they're hoping is that you just leave it and then they get the money from it. You know, so that stuff's annoying. So you know, and just from a from kind of a stubborn perspective, I'm not gonna let them do it. I'm just gonna, you know, like I've got, you know, like episode 100 of the career build series. It's got I don't know 15 songs, and so it's like I got to go back and I've got to screw around with each of those songs, and I've got to mute out all of them. It's friggin' annoying. So we'll see what happens. I'm testing on purpose. I'm using that playlist right now to try to fix it, and I'm gonna see today if it comes up right away, because I put in the new credit they wanted. We'll see if it works. If not, I'm gonna make a track out of all YouTube music, which automatically credits everything, and I don't have to do anything. So, but it's frustrating. Yeah, I could dispute it, but it could take 30 days too. So it's a pain in the ass. We're getting close to this. Getting close to the spot. Yeah, like it's hitting all sorts of old shit too, so I'm having to go back and I'm privating all these old videos and having to fix them, which is just time consuming. Yeah, and I think some of them are doing this on purpose, where they're actively like, they're hoping like, oh, you use my playlist I said would be free for, you know, 6 months in all your videos, and now I get to have all your money. And it's like, that's shitty. You know, because they're essentially, you know, they are banking on people not doing anything about it. And so, like, even if they get, like, say they get $1 out of each video, and they do it to thousands and thousands of videos, they start raking in the cash for, you know, that. And YouTube doesn't have an easy option for me to, like, mute every one of the songs. Like, just let me click mute all songs, and I'll mute all songs. It's a pain in the ass. I gotta deal with it. I should have been diving in earlier. Wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to fix some of these videos. Kind of spiral down. Was it the Big Man Challenge? The amphibious boats going to this island? I can't remember. I can't remember if it was Big Man's. I think it was Big Man's. That was a good challenge, made the mud skipper. There's a crate there too. We got some extra cash money, dollar bills. All right, let's see. I gotta find a parking space. Let me make sure it damages. I have a torch in here. I'll just leave it for right now. I don't want to do it while I'm trying to fly in. Thought I had damage on, then I noticed that I hit the tail rotor and it didn't. Try right here. A little bit craggy. Probably right. Yeah, probably do right there at the base. Ooh, there's two. There's two loot drops right there. Look at that. Gotta watch the tail rotor on this. Rotors, plural. This thing, like, look at how slowly this thing sips fuel. Nuts. This thing's so fuel efficient. Alright. Lighthouse keeper. Put him on our shoulder. Now that made it worth the trip. Let's try not to walk into the rotors. He's good. Yeah, you hear how slow it takes for this to get into ground idle. I gotta fix that. So crates were a good bit of money. If the weight on wheel switch wasn't enormous. Yeah, that's the problem, is the real ones are tiny. Squat switches are tiny in game, they're huge. If you wanted the devs to fix something, what would it be? I've got lots of things, but one thing I can show right now. This right here, I want to be able to paint each side of this hub on this robotic pivot so I don't have orange just randomly sitting in my build. That would be a fix. I'm trying to think like what to fix. Yeah, YouTube is pretty bad when it comes to that. How long have I been doing YouTube? For a few years now. Yeah, it's false advertising when they say it's copyright free and then they do that shit. It's quite annoying. But they're doing it on purpose, you know. It's like if they change it so that at the time of recording, if it's free, it's free. Hey, too bad, you know. The other thing they do that's scummy too is, for example, they say it's free for a channel your size. So like if you had, say, a viral video and let's say I had a video that got 1 million views, then they would try to come after the money because it's worth their time to do it, you know. And it's like it's just scummy shit. So I'm gonna use YouTube's audio and try that and see what happens at some point. But where do we want to go here? I'm trying to think what we want. I need to do a little work on this build. What do we own that's close? All right, I can drop this off. Let's go to Dreamore. Come over here. It's a good idea to always shut off your parking brake when you take off, because even though it's a helicopter, even if I have a tiny bit of forward movement, you want those wheels to roll. You don't want them to stop, because that could cause you to roll over. It really doesn't take that much. So see how it's having a little bit of wigwag? That's because it's currently counting down the D value. And, yeah, so not terrible, but a little bit. That's what it's doing, is it's counting the D value down. I don't think we need, yeah, we're already at 1,000. See, like how, I put 1,500. Let's go down to, I don't know, let's go down and stay at 1,000. But yeah, that stuff's annoying that they do that, and I have to deal with it. Like, YouTube went after and started doing a bunch of things that made it a lot better, where, for example, like, they have a Creator Music tab, and I can download the music, and it automatically credits them the way they need to be credited. Yeah. What's the Pterosaurus saying that modular engines are terrible? Yeah. It's like literally, like I started with like 1,200 pounds of fuel. I'm down, down 108 pounds. So it's like 108. It's like what? I think it's like 0.8. It's like 0.8 kilograms per liter. It's a conversion issue. I'm in pounds and I'm converting to liters, but it's like 0.8 pounds per liter. So 108 divided by 0.8. What's that? 135 liters times 2. It's $270 of fuel. It's nothing, man. Even like that mission wasn't worth a lot, but because of this, and it's like I have no overheating problems here. Those don't work. I have no overheating problems here. This runs like it's fast. We're going 150 knots in the helicopter. You know, it holds what's that? 5, 6 passengers total. You know, it does vertical missions. It's like modular engines are the king, and you get a lot of people who like. It's fine if you don't want to use them, but it's silly when somebody says, "Oh, they don't work well." It's like they work great. You know, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna fart off this music because again, this is the music. So I've got my test in. I'm gonna go to the beta music, and I'm gonna search for music, and I'm gonna keep adding it to my own playlist here because this will fix it later. So. Let's see. Free music, 0 cost, view all. Okay. So I can put cradles on there. I like cradles. I'm just checking the volume. I gotta manually fix the volume here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. You know, if music gets too loud, I'm currently dicking around with it. Inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Alright, let me pay attention here a little bit what I'm doing. We're coming in. Alright, let's go to 500 feet. It will circle. That's part of my autopilot. Is if you're an airplane, it'll just circle. So it's not a big deal, but. If I could type cradles, fine, would be good. Cradles. There we go. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my way? Yeah, once yeah, so I'm gonna play these musics out, and then as I like one, I'm gonna go ahead and we will I'll add it, and then that will be in the so eventually I'll put it on YouTube, so you guys, if you want to, you know, figure out the songs or whatever, you can see that stream. I've got it on my stormworks as the background. And I'll probably end up putting in the names at some. It'll be credited in the timestamped, however it needs to be, and YouTube will auto credit it. That's why I'm gonna use that because I'm sick of white bats bullshit. I really am. It's like I just got like hit with 10 videos that are all fucked up because of it, and it's like it's scummy. It's scummy. Is they let you do it so that you could advertise their music, and then now they're like, we want the money. It's like, dude. It's like if you had said that I had to, you know, pay for that. I guess I had to damage them. If I had to pay for that from the beginning, I wouldn't have used your music, you dickheads. You know, it's like I don't make shit on here anyways. It's like then they want it all. It's like, dude, I'm not making any money on this. Take my money, pricks. because I made like I was gonna do an albatross video, which would have one of my favorite songs in it, and you can't monetize it unless you pay for the rights, which are like super expensive, like $500 for the rights. So like the plan was to not monetize that video. It was gonna be like a cool like flyby of the albatross, and the point is like if you know you'd have to pay for the music, you just shut monetization off. You know, and it's like, that's fine if you choose to do that, but it sucks later when they said, nope, this is free, and then later they pull the rug out from under you. It's like, no, that's not cool. Yeah, because that shit's annoying. So this is what ground idle's all about, is like, a lot of aircraft have ground idle, so you put that on, like you can see, I'm still moving. I don't need, so I can push the prop forward, and I can taxi in. And so, like, here I am taxiing in slowly. This song sucks. We're not using this one. This song I think I do like. Probably need a little bit of higher ground idle to go up this hill. But, like, that's what, like, you see this a lot in turboprops. They have ground idle. Because, like, you'd be taxiing way too fast. They have to go back into beta all the time just to make sure they don't... end up taxiing too fast. Like there were some airports that had a little bit of a downslope that even if I had the turbines at idle, it would still push us down the hill too fast and the spoilers would come up and I have to ride the brakes. I didn't taxi much. Usually the captains taxi because they have the tiller. Taxied in the little plane more. They didn't have a tiller. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I want that brake block is for rotor brakes, because you need a wheel in there. There's like, I can't fit a wheel in this something this small. And so like that, I do have a space in there. I could put a one block item that would be a rotor brake. You know, so like that makes perfect sense. All right, let's go to the to-do list here. All right. So speed up ground idle. I got to do that. All right, ground idle light. So flight RPS greater than. I want. Let's do 550. So 550 divided by 60. 9.1. Let's just do 9. Okay, I like this song. Let's check this. Mortals. Let's see if I have it. Because that's the nice thing is YouTube will auto credit these things, and because again, you know, YouTube wants you to stream, they want you to, you know, do it, and so they're trying to help people out with getting the music. I don't see it. Alright, so that one, I can't put this one in there, else I have to pay something. I like this song, I think. Yeah. This one was in Vice. But this one, let's see. Yeah, like even this, like here, I'll show you this. This shit's confusing. Here, I'll show you. Show you this confusing shit. So this is like some of the stuff I gotta put up with this too is right here. So it says price based on channels reach $0. Amount of song I can play any duration. Supported regions all. Expiration does not expire. Video monetization full monetization to me. Shorts license not required. Now look at this. Using this track without a license, this track may make your video ineligible for monetization. It's like what the fuck does this mean here then? It says full monetization to you, then it says this track might make it ineligible. And if you do learn more, it's just they just send you the website, which is fucking useless. So it's just like, it's full of all caveats and bullshits, which is annoying. You're trying to like, you don't want to have to come back 6 months later and be like, what the fuck, I gotta fix all these videos that I had this song in. You know, and that's what it ends up doing. It's friggin' annoying. You know, so that shit it's really obnoxious. You know, so that is just like what I'm having to deal with right now, and it's just kind of getting old. Because they like popped 10 videos. It was like, hey, use this music, and then now they get to have the money for it. It's like, no thanks. I'll just put them all private if that's the case. Alright, let's see what's up. Let's check chat. Hitbox. The problem is your character has to stand there. It's the dimensions of your character. So I don't know if they'd be able to do that because it physically has to have your character in that spot. So you know, I don't know if they'd be able to do it. Alright, that's done. Let's keep going through the list here. That's done. Change ground idle. I did that. Speed up ground idle. Alright, where's ground idle? Should be this right here. This is the ground idle right here. So it's currently it's 0.005. Let's go, oh, I don't know. 0.1 maybe. We'll test that out. Why? Oh, I took a battle cannon piece out of the nose. Let's fix that. Did I? I took a battle cannon piece out of the nose. That's why it's been misbehaving. No, it's in there. See, it's like I'd love to put... Okay, so this is another thing I'd like to fix, which, again, I'm going to make another video for, is the weight blocks. Alright, so the way I think a weight block should work is either A, like a paintable indicator. So here's a weight block that's colored gray. Here's one colored pink. You can see the square, alright? People have been asking for this forever. Alright, here's a paintable indicator. So a paintable indicator has the blue square in the editor. Alright, once we spawn these, the blue square goes away. So the blue square goes away. Alright, this dot stays, we can't paint it. So either a couple things is one, the dot only shows in the hideout. That's one option, or in the workbench. The other option is you take additive paint and you allow us to color this via additive paint. So if we did additive paint, theoretically that would make that blue. And so if you wanted to get rid of it, you just make it the same color and now it's gone. That's something, because there's a bunch of areas I would like to, like for example, I want to put weight blocks here. I don't want the dot. And so I'm not going to do it. And so it sucks because I can't do that. Like if I need to put a weight block here, I can't because I don't want to look at the dot. So like that's another thing I'd like to see them fix. Spawn it again. Nope. Not a fan of this. That's terrible. Why is it sitting on its ass now? Why is it ass sitting at the moment? Why are you ass sitting, sir? See, like, I need to add weight to the front. And so it's friggin' obnoxious. Let's see. Because I have to... That's a paint problem right there. What the fuck? On additive paint. Back it up. So, like, right here, I could cut this stuff out here, right? But then, if I put in weight blocks, I have to then look at it. What is this? Okay, I have extra blocks there. Alright, good. So let's go back. Alright, so I can actually do this here. So it's like that sort of shit that's kind of annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it's annoying. It's something that, you know, people have been asking for a long time. But that's, you know, I think they've been doing a good job with weekly updates, with minor updates, rather. I think they'll eventually get to it. They just, like, dude, you gotta imagine how long their list is of shit they're trying to get done. And it's like... And the thing that might be most important to you might be on the list of if every player was polled and every player answered. It might be, you know, 1,000th. And so, like, you know, we got to think of that, too. But those are some of, like, the minor things. I think people would absolutely go... People would be thrilled with a minor update if they fix this paint issue, because a lot of us have this issue. Because it sticks out like a sore thumb. I want an orange exterior, I want a tan interior, and I've got this orange block. Ugh. And then the dot really is annoying too. see what this song's at. Wasn't bad. Yeah, this is the one that's partial bullshit. We won't do that. Let's fire it up. The reason it's doing this is that up-down counter is too fast now. You see how the up-down counter is going up too fast, and so it's putting the clutch in, which is putting it on load. So it's way too fast now. So that's like, this is where a lot of people like who don't understand mechanics get into problems, because they do that, and again they'll blame the game for that, but it's really not. It's the clutch is going in too fast, and so they don't understand the concept of overloading your engine. And so then, you know, they blame it for that they go, oh, it's doing weird behavior. It's not. It's doing exactly what it would do is if you took an engine that was revved up and you applied the clutch too fast, it's going to start to stall the engine. You know, and that's exactly what would happen IRL. And so it's not a problem with the game. It's doing what it should be doing. But the person doesn't understand that that's what it should be doing. So now this is 10 times slower. So you see, that fixes it. So it's understanding the mechanics of it allows you to easily fix the problem, and it's, you can see where like somebody would get pissy and be like, oh, the game sucks, it's doing this doesn't make sense, you know, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, it makes perfect sense, you don't understand the concept. Instead of getting pissy at first, ask for some help. Like, hey, you know, I changed this number on my microcontroller, and it's doing this, can somebody help me figure it out? And they'll be like, okay, well, what, you know, you're changing the up-down counter, it's changing how fast you're doing that. It's probably applying the clutch too fast, and you're, you know, you're starting to overload your engine too fast. And that's likely what the issue is, you know. All right, so let's put it back on ground idle. Now that should more quickly slow it down. So now it's doing a better job of slowing it down. Now what I could do is ground idle could just do a reset, but I don't want to do it in the air especially. So like that's fast enough, that's pretty good there. Let's see what this song wants to screw me for its... you see, it's the same thing, it's the same thing that it does not expire, full monetization to you, and it says using this track without a license, this track may make your video ineligible for monetization. Well, it just told me that it would be monetized. It's like, it's really obnoxious, this whole bullshit. I have to go through all of these, and I'm like, well, do I put this in a video and then have to deal with it or not? You know? So it's kind of like, yeah. Just a very frustrating process trying to go through it. Yep, so now we're at ground idle here, and then we'll turn it back off. See how quickly it speeds back up? Yeah, it's much better. Alright, good. So those both are good fixes. Let's save that. I'm doing more saves now. I'm trying not to, like, here, I'll show you all these orange helo business, but I've got lots of them now. So if I make an error on something, it's not brutal. Alright. And I can cross those off the list, which is always nice. Alright, that's done. I think I'm gonna go take a quick coffee break, and I'll get back at it. Alright, I'm gonna put up coffee break, and I'll quickly be back. Find it.
true to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now.
Alright, I am returned. Alright, let's do this. This will be kind of fun. Let's go ahead and let's grab... Oh, what do I want to run here? Oh, what do we have for fuel here? That's the first question I gotta look at. A lot of diesel. We have a lot of diesel. Okay. Let's take the Auk then. Alistair spitting truth on my Discord. I can't remember how much these Jet A barrels hold. I cannot remember. So this is the pallet system. This works pretty well for, you know, and this is what I'm hoping the devs will be able to add something, some system like this. Let's go back as far as I can. Put one there. Can I get two in? I don't think I can. No way in hell I get two in. Okay. If they have more synth wavy music on there, creative music. Yeah. Not too bad. A little loud for my liking. Make sure this has nothing in it. I don't think this even has a spawner on it. So, like, this is a good thing to see, too. Like, see this was the old filter. Allow liquids, allow gases, right? And so, this is the old system. You can see how much more compact it is now. So, like, other benefits we got is, so, like, if you look at the, like, I'm not even going to put it on there, but, like, the fluid port now is also tiny, or it doesn't need 2 blocks, so that was another benefit of the pressure update that everybody likes to ignore. Who pisses about the pressurization update is that, you know, we now have fluid ports that are only take up 1 block, which is convenient. Let's make sure that is locked in the Auk. We're going to head down to the fuel platform. I'm going to yank some jet fuel. We'll go right up to military base, which has new workbenches people have been asking for. And we will pull some jet out of there. Sell it. Park brake right there. Is that parking brake? It should be. Yeah. Likely the new VTOL cargo plane's getting this paint job. This is kind of all my airplane paint jobs, this paint job. I put flaps down. I don't see them. Does that have... Nah, what happened to flaps? Do I not have flaps on this? What the hell was that? I did pull gauges from another cockpit, so... Alright, let's do the lights. Let's get out of here. That's what a plane really sounds like on takeoff. Yeah, wow, route type. Positive rate, gears coming up. And that sounds like an airplane to me. Doesn't sound like a weed whacker like some people talk about. I don't know what that water is there. Checking the gear on this. I remember the gear doors were a little funky. I don't know if I fixed them. I think that's the particle effect that's from the old system. So I gotta probably should redo the fluid ports. That was a glitch from when pressurization first came out. I have not seen it since. So I wonder if I replace my fluid ports, if that will fix that. So I gotta take a look at that. If I can press the right keys, we'd be in great shape here. Let's go ahead and we'll scud run a little bit. Where's my altitude? How do I do? Where's my altitude holding here? I don't have an autopilot in there. No wonder. Alright, just bearing. Okay, that's fine. I put it there. I didn't. I have no autopilot in this. This is a hand fly job. Good. Nice to hand fly. Right. It's definitely not it, so let's see. Put that in. 067 it is. Could be a 067. Could be. Definitely not, you know. Yeah, 067 sounds right, actually. That's not... Yeah, no. I can't imagine no way in Sunny Jesus is that a 067. There is no way that's 067. So I might not have finished where I thought I was on this. There's no way that's correct. I probably have the radio in. What is FJ? Because this was supposed to be more of a hand fly job anyway, so. I would have taken the donkey if I had enough jet fuel. Let's put the flaps up. Okay, the flaps, I have flapperons. So. Couldn't remember what I had on here. I can just go VFR on this if I need to, but that's wrong. I probably didn't finish it. This was kind of the... Oh, sorry guys, I got the cover screen up. Just noticed myself. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, like some of those like little things, you know, like dots on weight blocks, painting the pivots, stuff like that. I think those are crowd pleasers that they can spit out. They've been doing it. Like people act as though, it's like you look at the comment section and like, when are you gonna fix the game? And like literally, if you just look above, you can see they did like some weeks is like 20 fixes, and it's like it may not be the one you're looking for, but like. It's so obviously these people are coming in to rant. They don't even read the update, and then they don't know any of the information. And so for them, they get this perception that they never work on fixes because they never read the update. And it has nothing to do with the devs' behavior. It's all their behavior of like, you can go through and read all the fixes. You know, you can still say, it's still valid to say, oh, this thing should have been fixed a long time ago. That's fine. You know, in your opinion, that should have been fixed first. I get it. But, you know, when they're like, you know, when are they going to do fixes? Every 2 weeks. It's like, literally, you can look at it. That's why, like, Delta has threw some shade at that, which I liked on the Q&A. He's like, He's like, oh, that's argumentative, and it's like, it's true. It's like every 2 weeks, they're, whether it's the fix you wanted or not, they're doing fixes and they're publishing them in the patch notes, and you can see them. It's not like they're doing just shadow fixes, and you never see the patch notes. They are every other week. You see all the patch notes. We're going pretty far south, and I still a little bit foggy here. I know where we are. We're coming up on the Windmill Island, so it's right about there is where we're headed. So we're on track. Oh, this song I like. Oh, it's Cyberpunk. I already have this on there. We're gonna head a little bit south here. Coming a little bit too far back to the north there. Yeah, we'll start heading a little bit more south here. Yeah. We're still good. That is logistics right there. Start using that as a reference point to get a little bit more south. Gotta fix that too. The gear indicator's not working. Yeah, one thing too I think people ask for that I think is way underestimated and how difficult it would be is the multiplayer workbench. Like people act like, oh, when you just, people don't ask us when you add it. It's like literally like there are so many problems I can think of, let alone, and I'm no dev, I'm no game developer. It's like, for example, if you have a terrible internet connection and you're playing with your friend who's 1,000 miles away and you place a block, and that block comes in, say, I don't know, 3 seconds after on their screen, after it comes on your screen, what happens when you put 2 blocks in one space? You likely crash the game. And so, like, you're going to crash the game out doing this silliness. And so it's like, that's a problem. So you need it from the beginning. It's got to be an innate part of it. And it's also, it's like, I like the system. I like the workbench system. Like, Delta was talking like, oh, if you could do it over again, he would, like, do more, like, live building like they do in Space Engineers. I hate that. I like the workbench so much better than I like the live building in Space Engineers. Like, I actively dislike the live building in Space Engineers. I'm glad that this game doesn't have that, so it's like... What the hell? Gonna follow this in. Alright, let's get in there. Head south now. We're coming up on the line, so FJ's just to the south here, so we'll come in, land southerly. Yeah, I don't personally listen. I get it. I'm not, I have nothing against the multiplayer workbench, but it has zero appeal to me. Like, it just feels like I'd find it so frustrating. Like, you do something and like you've got somebody else is like, well, what is all this? Like, because you can't actively see what they're doing at the same time, even if you had Discord on. It's like, it doesn't interest me at all. Because it's not like, for example, like, it's just as easy, like, if you're going to try to help somebody with logic, like, it's just as easy to just share your screen on Discord and, like, you open up their microcontroller they sent you, and you show them how to do something in the logic, and now they've seen it done, and they can do it themselves, and they put it back in their build. It's like, that live, I don't think there's even much utility in that. You know, and then, like, for example, if you have any lag and you're trying to do connections, that can screw things up. You know, so I see, like, I think it's actively problematic to do something like that. Yeah, like live building in Space Engineers. So, like, for example, in Space Engineers, you float around in space and you actively place the blocks on a build that is live in the world. So it would be like if you walked up to your car in Stormworks and you could add or remove blocks from it, and that's how you built. I actively find it to be problematic. Like, the other thing too is in the workbench, the game pretty much shuts down for the most part. Like, if you watch the F1 menu when you go in the workbench, it's like it's at capped at 60 because the rest of the world can despawn while you're in the workbench. You know? It's just like, you know, I just find it actively problematic. You know, I have like no desire for that sort of system, which I get why other people want it, but it's like, so for example, in Space Engineers, you could have 2 people working on a ship at the same time. You know, you know, somebody places a block, you know, you place a block, you know, I get it, but it's just like, it does no interest in me. Oh, shit. Gotta be careful. Like, this feels realistic to me, this plane. It's like, if you were doing a hard bank low to the ground, you will lose a ton of altitude like I just did. Or get a big sink like I just did, you know? That's why, like, when people keep ragging on the aerodynamics, it's like, I don't know what you know about aerodynamics, but it seems pretty reasonable to me. But what do I know about aerodynamics? Somebody on Reddit who's never been in an airplane knows more than I do. Be careful, this one, the prop's right there. Ugh. Scares me every time I do it. I think we're jet up front. Make sure the front one's jet. It is. Alright, let's see what we got left in there. That's toast. We'll go fill it up real quick. I think I might fill it up from the truck, actually. Let's do that. I don't know. Why are the starters going off? Starters shouldn't be going off. I literally just shut off the fuel manifolds. So. I forget how to set this up to pump out. Why are the starters going in this? Fuck. I almost died. Barely moving. Why is it trying to do starters? I gotta fix that on the aux then. The aux not done, apparently. Okay, let me get inside without dying, you dickhead. Alright. What is going on here? Master power's off. Oh, okay, I had the start-stop still on. That's why. Okay. I thought these were fuel. They're not. I thought these are fuel cutoffs. They're not. Okay. That was me. That was a me issue. As usual, it's a me issue, not the freaking game. I'm in piss poor shape here with health. Strong breeze comes over, I'll probably die. I gotta get these correct too. I forget which way these have to go. There it goes. Alright, that's right. It's pumping out. I'm just gonna probably no clip over and get some health. I think the rear has it. I don't want to be in grayscale. Here, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna shut player damage off for now. It's gonna keep me in that state, you son of a bitch. I was hoping it would bring me back, but it doesn't. Alright, good. We're filling up. I'm gonna go ahead and fix this. I'll go over and get a little bit of health on me. See, a bunch of people are still having problems with their fuel pumps. Notice how they spawn in. If I were to bet, it's got to be something on their computer, and that's why, like, you keep all these people screaming like, fix the fuel pumps, fix the fuel pumps. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if they like put it on their computers and be like I've literally never had the fuel pump problem. You know, and so you can imagine, like, if you're trying to test that and fix it, it's like, okay, like every build we do, and like they ask for the save file of people's games too. They probably take their save file and it probably comes right in. It's probably like the computer is so potato that when this vehicle needs to store its current position, it screws it up because, I don't know, maybe they don't have enough RAM, maybe their CPU is absolute abysmal or something like that. It could be a game thing, but it also, like, you know, it's what's the common denominator? Is it somebody, you know, is it people with low RAM? Is it people with terrible CPUs? Is it, you know, people from every different cross-section of PC? Do they all have the problem? I've never had the problem, but I also have good RAM, good fast RAM. You know, it's on an SSD. Like, for example, like, theoretically, you could have a lot of people who have this problem that have their game on not a solid-state drive, and that's required to be able to quickly save the information in your save file. You know, some of these things could be that. Like, is it something that they all have the same add-on that is screwing it up? So it's like a lot of that stuff. Like, you need a lot of information to diagnose some of that stuff. That is often not provided by the people when asked. Oh, you got off Reddit? Poor you. Has Tarkov gotten any better? I missed those streams. Tarkov's not bad right now. Monk's gonna be gone for months. I was thinking of almost playing today. I just haven't been feeling it. I haven't been feeling playing Tarkov. They're doing events and stuff right now. You could get back into Tarkov at some point. How's it going there, Branko? No, Branko. If you'd like to go, though, you can go. That's fine. If you don't like the music, you can head out. I think that comment's kind of cringe. Like, so this is for example, this is the thing I'm dealing with right now is, so this right here, it's a bunch of these songs got hit, right? They're from, where is it? It says it right here. Carl Casey, all right? That's where I'm having all this issue is Carl Casey stuff. And it says, just credit it as Carl Casey, which I didn't have on, but that's new. I don't believe that was on there before. And so I think that was recently added. So now it says it, so they're on the videos, but it's still being a pain in the ass. So hopefully I can get back to those, the synthwave stuff, but we'll see. I might just go back and run that. Well, yeah, I'm not interested in your cringe comment, though. How's it going there, Sergeant? Yeah. It's generally rude as a person who's the first time to come in and start trying to boss somebody around. It's like, I think that's pretty silly. And again, you're coming in with no context, Branko. I've literally been talking the entire stream about how I'm dealing with some YouTube issues. So for today, I'm using YouTube music so that it doesn't keep fucking up my videos. And you come in bitching about the music. So it's, as you can imagine, that's not a polite thing to do, to come in and bitch about the music when I'm fucking actively doing it. I've been talking about it for the entire episode. As you can imagine, that is frustrating. I'm not interested in it. I would rather be listening to my normal synthwave stuff, but it's causing me problems. Put that back on. I'd rather be listening to Wipe Out anyway, but it's caused me fucking problems. I think that comment is cringe. That. I did play Factorio at one point. Cat is here. Can I put this cat up, or is that cringe too? I gotta know what's everything that's cringe here, so I make sure I don't become cringe. Yeah, I like Factorio. I haven't played in a while. Into Ark at the moment. I can solve all these problems in a second if you like. I have the technology. Yeah, he's looking for one. This ding dong here. What? The boy is never cringy. The boy is a sweet black animal who's sitting on the lap and must have his picture up because he's being a sweet potato. 19 using the word cringe? Ooh, that's cringe. Let's see. Oh, I don't have this ventilated. That's no good either. This is gonna take a while seeing this isn't ventilated. I get you. He's been hanging out in the... He's got all sorts of crap on his face because he's been hanging out in the porch where it's dirty because the pollen is everywhere, so he gets covered in pollen. Then he comes in and he sits. Let's see. Let's go with this. I gotta play with the pallets later. Keep this connected. We'll head up to military. I'll end up doing a new save at some point with the new stuff. Buddy, why don't you sit down and stop jumping on me? Plug this jet back in. Once this is empty, I'm in a real rush to start the new save. I didn't really have any of these problems other people are having, so not really a necessity for me to start that. Let's see how much we have left. At 13,000 liters of oil when I was here last. Let's see what we're down to. Yeah, we only processed 3 grand. So, be a little while. Hopefully we can get everything in these trailers. Get it out of here. I feel no real huge need to go do a new save. I haven't been having lag problems, so likely none of my missions are stuck under the ground. If I get one, I'll have to deal with it then. But new save's not a big inconvenience either. Put up some flap there. What do we got? Beacon strobe nav, land taxon. Let's get getting. What's going on here? Stand by, stand by. What the fuck is going on here? What is going on? My engine's off-centered? Yeah, one of... Oh, I had this problem before. Hold on, I gotta reset the engines. One of them's up. The other one isn't. Yeah, see, that was bringing up the right engine, not the starboard engine, not the left one. That's alright. Alright, just everybody relax. Let's see. Can I make this turn out? I could if I bring up the left engine, but I'd really rather not do asymmetry at the moment. Let's see. What do I got? Where's my interior lights? I can't remember on this build. Right there. Are these not working too? Jesus Christ. These aren't working either. That's the problem with having like half-finished builds, is always dicking with them. My god, where's the light? Yeah, the lights are broken on this too. I gotta fix a ton of shit. Alright, here, we're just going daylight for now. This build's not finished either. This was the one I started this this new series, and this one needs to be fixed. See if I can get the port engine up and keep the star down. What is... Oh my god, what is going on? This build needs a lot of work too, apparently. That's the problem with having half your builds are all a mess and need to be finished. I'm trying to manually go turn this around. I need a clear space to get out of here. $6,600 hours. Don't walk into the prop ding dong. Don't walk into the prop ding dong. Try not to. See, this is the thing with, like, you know, when they fixed the player movement and they made it back to where, like, you jump everywhere and you're like Superman. Like, that has negative consequences. Like, you end up jumping out of doorways, and it's like, right into your friggin' propeller. It's like, I don't want to jump out of my doorway. I want to walk out of my doorway. Kind of like the slower non-Superman movement. Alright, hopefully we can get this turned. Should be able to do it now. As long as both engines come up at once, I should be able to steer us out. There we go. Fuck was that? Like, literally, what the fuck was that? Alright. That's pisser that. I don't think I had the parking brake on. That build's gonna get some work done on it. I'll start the I'll do the new build for the next one. For the next episode. Or the new save rather. I gotta do the new save. Normally I put a parking brake release light on there and I didn't, so I don't know if my parking brake was off. Let's get this Ock tuned up. Gotta work on the pallets. A bunch of shit that needs fixing. Luckily, the orange helicopter is in good shape now. What is up with the lights? The lights are broken at the moment. I gotta fix those. Let's find the Ock. See, if I don't have a page for it, I should bring it up. Ock. I don't have one for the Ock. This is usually why things don't get fixed, is I don't have a drive or a document for them. Ock. All right. 20, let's see, checklist. I literally just put font to 20, and then it does not do the font to 20. Go to 20, enter. There you go. Go to checklist, beautiful. All right, let's see, interior lights. Interior lights. Check park brake. Check. Throttle. Panel. Okay. All right, let's start working on this. Something's up with this. That should be just everything in heat, right? 3 heat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all good. All right, make sure we check the electricity on that. That should not be connected there. That should be connected like that. Like that. This should go to the lighting, which I can't even find. Did I not put lights in? Maybe that could be the problem. I didn't put lights in. I didn't. I don't have any lights in here. That's why. All right. Now, let's see. What about you? You, make sure right there is not a problem. No. Okay, good. So let's go RGB. Right there. All right, let's see. Where did you go? RGB light dimmer. Right there, RGB lights. All right, that would be why we didn't have any lights. That was not hooked in. All right, this panel needs to go to here, and then where's the hot bus? Hot bus, hot bus, hot bus, hot bus. Where are you, hot bus? Oh, where are my bats? Where the hell are my bats? Where are my bats? Do not know where my batteries are. They're not in the cells. Where the hell are the batteries? Is that it right there? That's it right there. All right, where's the bats? Starter there. That's bat right there. Okay, so this is hot bus right here. All right, hot bus is going to there, going to the light. Let's test it real quick. Make sure it runs. Need lights. There we go. All right, that's fixed. All right, good. Interior lights are done. Check park brake. Park brake release is off. We should have park brake on. Yeah. Flip switch, so it should work without electricity. That's why it's a flip switch. Yeah. Okay, good. That works. Park brake is good. Check throttle panel. We had issues with this where I could not raise my throttle with the panel because like sometimes, especially multi-engine, I want to be able to run both engines. No, cat's being absolutely annoying right now. I'm just gonna squish him until he sits down. Alright, let's try to bring up the number 1, see it's doing nothing. Bring up number 2, doing nothing. Alright, so let's see, we gotta do that. Let's see. We're at fuel manifold, right? Where? Seats, panel. Panel's right there. Check the panel, see why that's being funky foo. Right there. Ah, that's why. Alright. Alright, that goes to here, and then that needs to go to there, and that's not connected. That would be why. Makes sense. Alright, where's panel now? Right there, panel. Alright, let's see what the number situation is here. Yeah, this never got finished because this was our early thing. 29. 30. Make sure that, why is that so freaking high? I gotta check all the numbers here. You're going down there. Okay, that's 1. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 29, 30... 31, 32. All right. Let's go fix props. What are the props at this point? What the fuck am I doing here? Let's bring the shit. See where this is going? Nowhere. Okay. Interesting. Problem. It's gonna be a big problem here. Ah, shit. That's why I didn't have them hooked up, is, I'm having numbered problems here. Why the hell am I so high in the numbers, is the question. They're all the way up to 32. What are you? You're 1 through 4? 1 through 4. I could double them if I need to. That's all. It's 1 through 20. 17, was it? 17 through 20. What are you? You are... What the fuck? Alright, I got these all screwed up. I'm just gonna drop the Ock for right now. I'm gonna fix the lights and again on the Ock. That's all screwed up. I don't want to even get into that right now. Do not even want to get into that right now. Let's fix the light again. That's the problem going back to an old build. You're like, why did I do half the shit that I did? It should be this side. Okay, and then goes there. All right, and then we need composite. Ballast tanks. Not for a submarine, no. I was gonna do a whole submarine series, and I didn't do it. I did make a steam piston engine video. Oh, why are my panels so screwed up on this? Ugh, these are brutal, man. They're brutal. Why are these numbers so funky weird? They really are too. Ugh. These should just be duplicated. What the friggin' hell is up with my numbers? Then I don't want to go through all the panels and screw them. Let's just do the lights and then call it quits on the AUK for now. What's the date? This one. Yeah, let's just call it quits on AUK for that. I don't really need that panel. That was problematic, but yeah, I'll screw with that right now. We'll finish up the AUK some other time. Yeah, it was, I jumped off this. I remember when we were kind of early at it's definitely doing flapper-ons. It has there's the anti-flaps there. All right, get off the AUK. I'm trying to see what else I have that needs doing. I got a shorter one today. I gotta go to the store in a little bit. What is this white truck here? Let's work on this, John, a little bit. I hate it when it does that. You try to get back in because you accidentally launched it, and then you're like, shit. Takes a second. I vented the tanks last time. That's good. Pitch. Pitch and roll. I thought roll wasn't too bad. Let's run. Did I write these numbers down? Likely not. Let me check. VTOL. Cargo VTOL. That's what I'm calling it at the moment. Okay, I did write some of these down. Let's go ahead and play with this for a little bit. All right, collective. Collective's off, so I gotta fix the collective. Let's do that first. Collective's being a little funky foo. What's that? That is roll. Jesus. All right, let's go back. Let's do this. Can I add a third? I'm trying to get 2 of these fixed up first. I don't have space. See what I'm working. I've got roll is pit tuner, and then I think pitch is the other one. Let's tune down the P value on this to 1 because it's doing too much, and we'll knock that down, and then I can tune these because the problem is if it starts doing too much collective, it's gonna negatively affect pitch and roll, and then you won't know what the issue is. So you kind of have to do that. All right. So let's do that, and then I've got. Okay, that's gonna be. I see. Shit, where did I put that? Collective. No, I did do regular pitch. Okay, I wrote them down. All right, let's try these numbers here. So let's go. It's actually almost the same numbers. 5s, 4s, and a 1. Okay. So collective, I got that as collective. I want to tune in the collective later. So pitch, that's fine. All right, let's run pitch and roll. I got to fix pitch and roll on this. Hopefully we're good. All right. I still don't know why that's 120. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right. Let's go back in there. I gotta figure out which one's 2. I think pitch is 2. Pitch is 2. All right. Let's try to tune in pitch and roll on the vertical. That's one thing I do need to knock with this. Get that out of the way. That will be helpful. My panels are clean too. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna set an altitude in, something shortish. Do like, I don't know, 250's fine. I've been usually doing 250 to clear that hangar. Why is it pitching on that? That's weird. It might have thrown the balance off. I gotta check where the CG is. I gotta make sure the CG is where it belongs. Because why? I'm getting pitch, and I literally haven't entered in any information yet. How the hell am I getting pitch control without that? That's freaking weird. I don't have anything. I haven't touched these yet. Sit still, jackass. That's weird. Okay. I think it's reasonably stable, but like I don't know what the dealio is. You can see it trying to do something, but I literally have not put any numbers in yet. Okay, that's weird. Let me look at that then. Why the hell is it working? Let's check real quick. I gotta check the CG on this. CG is a little bit far forward. Let's cut a little bit of CG. Let's get that back. I want to tune this to a proper CG. A little more. I'll just have to do PID tuning again if I don't get the center of gravity where it belongs. Do another set. That's pretty good there. All right, that's good. Let's go ahead and see why the hell. Why is it pitching when I had no numbers in? That is frickin' peculiar. All right, let's see. Negative X. Okay. Yeah, I had nothing in the PID sooner. Oh, that's why. Okay. I got it. All right, I got it figured out. All right, it's coming down here off this. Okay. Let's see. What the Christ is this about? That's what I want to know. I got some weird stuff in here from other builds. Come sit still, boy. All right. Alright, I see what's going on. All right. We got vertical speed change over here. Let's see. So really what we should be doing is a vertical speed changer on this set point. All right, so let's see. So it's likely that the gyro is doing all the pitch control at the moment. Let's see, that's probably overcooked at the moment. Let's undercook these a little bit. Let's go down to like, I don't know, 15 might be too low. Let's try it, see what happens with that. Because that's what it is. The pitch, just pitch stabilization is being done by the gyro, which is actually what I want it to be doing, so that's fine. Some more thrust here so we can get out of the hangar before I try to take off. Thanks, appreciate that. There we go. Alright, just turn the AP on. Let's crank it. I'm going to hand fly it for a second, see how it behaves with the new gyro numbers. So collective is really, like... Collective is way overdoing it here. So I'm not touching anything, I'm just letting it sit. I want to see what it's doing on its own. Yeah. Okay. Still like it's too high on the gyro. Let's knock the gyro a little bit more. It's got a lot of thrust going to a lot of rotors, so it could just be way overdoing it because they're pushing they're like 60 RPS for 4 rotors doing that. So it's got enough purchase, so it's just probably screaming. Hello there, Citrus. How's it going there? What's up? What's up? Alright, so now it's definitely not doing enough. You notice it's not going after itself fast enough. Alright, so definitely not moving fast enough. So what we're going to have to do is some sort of stability system probably in there. Let's go back to, oh, I don't know. Let's go to 20s, and then I will feed it some information in the autopilot. Because that will fix it up. Alright, let's go in there. I gotta dick with it though. Alright, so set point when we're in horizontal flight mode, it uses the pitch as a normal airplane to control altitude. That's fine. So we're gonna change the set point. Process variable, where are you? That's shit, that's not gonna do it necessarily, is it? Interesting. Trying to think what I want to do here. We could do that. Let's play with this real quick. Let's see. It'd be messy. Start with that for now. We'll make it messy and then I'll clean it up later. What's 14? 14 is altitude hold, I'd say. Yeah, 14. And then what is the last one? 9. That's got to be okay. So we can run off of this. That's on. Okay, let's do that. Might be better to run 2 PIDs, but we'll go with the 1 for now. I literally just made this backwards again. Okay, let's go like that. All right. So that'll do that. And then what we want to do is we want the, where's the set point? Set point here is going to be 0, and then this needs to be 16 off of the physics sensor. Where the hell's the physics sensor? Right there, physics sensor right here. It's actually got to be the -6, nope, pitch, 15. 15. Do I have a 15 anywhere? No. It's 15. That's pitch. 15 right there. That's going there. Okay, where are you at there? Physics sensor right here. It's got to be. Let's double check it. Physics sensor. Good, good, good. Right there. All right, good. Let's run that real quick. See what it looks like. So what it's going to do is when we're in vertical mode and we're not moving, it's going to try to maintain the pitch. So it's just going to keep us pitched out. And then okay, let's run it like this for now. This yaw needs to be fixed, but I want to get this pitch fixed first. That should be 2, right? Let's see, 2, 2, okay. I can also go in and check some of the numbers on some of the other builds and see if they'll play nicely. I was hoping I didn't have to do this. This is kind of a pain in the ass. I'd rather not have to do this, but we'll see what happens. How's it going there, FBI agent? How are you? Alright, let's try to start entering in some numbers to smooth this out. Let's not go too high on the D off the bat. So I'm just looking for pitch smoothing on this at the moment. It's hard because the roll will start to misbehave too, so let's do this actually real quick. Let's take that off. Let me get it, I'm gonna get it smoothed and see what it does on its own because it's gonna get oscillations in it to start with. I'm gonna set it up myself. Like I can hand fly it better so we know that it would be naturally smooth. It's something in the microcontrollers causing issues, so let's... Trying not to go a couple layers deep either. I'm trying to leave it with just the gyro if I can because that's always the easiest path. But like this is me just like flying it. right here, hands off. It's very stable. Everything's working fine. It's just I gotta get that set up right. Collective, if you look here, you can see, it's not temp, but like you can see the motor's a little bit, the motors are jumpy. It's not because the motors are actually jumpy, it's likely the collective. It could be a little bit of jump in there, but it's likely mostly the collective is misbehaving. So let's click this on, let it try to fix itself, see what it does. Yeah, I'm trying to keep that smoothing stage out of there. Alright, let's go back. We'll actually just finish up here in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and run the old version of it. Let's actually look at Chickadee real quick. This is essentially using like a lot of Chickadee stuff. Well, it's using Night Owls. Let's look at Night Owl. It's using Night Owl stuff. So let's grab Night Owl. Like, Night Owl is pretty much on the money where Night Owl should be. Let's go test Night Owl, see what Night Owl looks like, because it's just a scaled up Night Owl essentially. So let's see. Like the panels are all the same. So I want to see how, like look at how stable Night Owl is. So let's go up a little in Night Owl. That's what Night Owl looks like. That's what I need this to look like. Oop, a little bit there. Like, that's me not paying attention, like not touching anything. Like, the auto hover's off right here. That's what Night Owl just naturally does. That's with auto hover on. We'll see how stable it is. We'll let Night Owl stabilize itself. I kind of gave it a kick before I put it on, too. So let's let it sit still for a second. It's got a little bit of, it's over correcting on roll, just a little bit. You can tell it's doing too much roll work. But pitch is right in the money. So it's got Night Owl's panels in it, so. Definitely overly on roll. See it overcompensating our roll, but for the, like, look how rock solid it is, though. So that's why I don't want to go into, like, putting in a secondary stabilization system. It's like, I don't think it needs it. So, there we go, it's finally stabilized now. So it's rock solid on Night Owl. And then, like, if we were to put it in forward flight, I gotta quickly just make sure I don't dive the nose in here. So there's forward flight. It goes right into forward flight fine. When I go press the space bar, go back into vertical flight. Like, you see how stable Night Owl is. Night Owl doesn't have a problem. That's why I don't want to dick with it too much, is I know that it would work. So one thing I'm curious about, did I screw up some fans? I don't think so. What I'll do is let's drop the bottom fans on that and make sure that's not the problem. We'll diagnose that first. I'll get the CG fixed again. Let's look at Night Owl's numbers first, though. I just want a visual of what Night Owl's numbers look like. Like, literally everything's in the same spot because I took them all from here. I'll put these numbers in. So pitch, this is pitch horizontal. Pitch horizontal. It's going to be 0.03. No I value, 0.5 on the D. We'll put an I value and then we'll clean it up a little bit. Let's see. Vertical's just running a 0.06 p-value. We can make that better too if I need to. But again, you see, like, it was running fine. It's like Could I get that like better? Yeah, but it was like within a foot of where it needs to be, so it doesn't need to be that precise. Let's see, roll. I can't. So it's running the same as yaw, which is what? The hell are the numbers? Just running a p-value off of right there of 0.1. That's roll. Nothing, nothing. So I'm gonna go back to Night Owl's numbers, which I know work, and then I will translate it for this build. Pitch 0.03, nothing on the I value. 0.5. We'll run that for a second. Collective. I just did this. Why is it being dicky to me? Let's see. 0.06. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, we'll go right back to Night Owl's numbers. 0.1 on the yaw. And then I'm not running anything separate on roll for vert. Roll's the same. Yaw's the same. Like Night Owl works very well. That's why I don't have to screw it so much. Our roll numbers of 0.1. Let's copy yaw. Yaw. If I could spell, would be great shape. All right, so we got pitch vertical, which is I shouldn't have. So pitch vertical I don't even have on this. That can go. So I have collective, pitch, roll. This is super simple too. Hopefully this works fine because this is a much simpler way if I can run it out like this. 0.06 collective, 0.03, 0.5, 1 point. Okay, good. Let's try this. Let's go back in and let's change it out to essentially what Night Owl has, and we'll see if it behaves itself or where it's at. Let's get the CG back to perfect. Come on, give me something to drag to. If it has problems, I'm going to disconnect the bottom rotors and we will run them. I will go ahead and fix them later. Because that theoretically could be causing an instability that I don't know about. And then by taking them out, we can see, does it get better or does it get worse? All right, that's about in line with the center of the rotors. Let's fix the numbers. This is another late night project of me dicking around with numbers. Let's go. We'll go back to the original numbers. So collective is just 0.06. So real small on that. Those are the original numbers there. Pitch 0.03.5, 0.03.5. Roll. We'll leave those blank. Yaw is the same. All right, let's give this a run. See what it does. Balanced out with the old Night Owl numbers. It's all about the D, indeed. A lot of times I don't even run with the D. But the D is valuable. It's like I need it on the helicopter because especially in vertical mode, it barely needs any, like the orange helicopter barely needs any D in horizontal, but it needs 10 on vertical. This thing's very powerful, too. So it gets in it gets in a big pitch oscillations. You know, it's centered too. I don't know why it likes to do that so much. It likes the big pitch oscillation, then you can see it's like it's starting to like slap around. I'm trying to watch the rotors, see if collective goes nuts. Let's get collective quieted down by just going 250. giving it something to hold. Yeah, I don't think the collective's being overbearing. It could be even something with the engines here not being very smooth. Because that could cause it, as the engine goes up and down, it starts to put oscillation into the rotors, which cause oscillation problems. That very well could be the case. See what that right there is. What's that? I can't see that. Okay, this right here is my fans for pushing me forward, so that should be 0. That is the RPS of the engine. Let's go ahead and dick with that because it's not that bad. But if we're getting a little bit of oscillation, that could be kicking these rotors around, causing us problems. Let's check these real quick. Like I would have to run a reverse. Let's see, that's roll. Yeah, I already did those. That's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to fix the engine RPS. See if we can fix that. Fix the engine tuning. Find where that is. Jet controller. Where's the hell's the jet controller going in the actual jets here? Right here. Right, there it is, right there. Because like this is super simple, and usually this runs fine. This is what Night Owl has. Literally, the only thing running my engine is I have a p-value of 1. That's it. On my turbines, so they could be a little bit more refined, certainly. Hopefully we have a node. We do. Okay. Bit tuner. All right, good. Let's go. Let's do a little bit more refined on this because it works fine on Night Owl, but likely at the larger scale, it's causing too much oscillation. I gotta fix the oscillation on it. Let's get rid of this one here. Make sure I'm not accidentally screwing something up there that ruins my test. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the issue. Or one of the issues. Now, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you later there, Citrus. Hello, Chris. Oh, I gotta enter in a number, huh? That would help. So, like, the number's pretty damn stable until it starts going under load, which makes sense, but I still need it to correct itself. So, like, see, it's pretty stable right now, but then once it's under load, it's not happy. So, we'll go ahead and let's get up there. Let's just put in an altitude, 250. Put in a heading of 165. So I just want this to, want to correct for this. See how it's jumping around quite a bit. Let's go full throttle. Get that to try to stop. Because like it's a relationship between the engine going up and down, up and down, up and down, and then the load from the blades moving, putting resistance on the engine. Actually, just leave it at 1 for now. I'll work from there. That's better. That's staying within 1 digit now. Still got a pitch oscillation going. The problem is, man, if I shut off the autopilot and I get myself stable, and I just sit here, trying to get myself stable first. All right, my hands are off. Let's see what it does. That's what it will do on its own devices. Kick that on. Try to get this smoothed out the best I can. So you see all the N1 blades and everything going. Because as the blades, you know, as the blades quickly if the blades react too quickly, it's going to cause load on the engine, which is going to slow the engine down, and then it speeds back up when it reduces load. So it's not like the engine itself is the issue, it's the interaction between the engine RPS and the load being put on by the rotors. Let's try, see what we can do with a 10 on there. Yeah, I would say it has more to do with the rotors than it does with the engine. I would definitely say that. Again, it's coming off of Night Owl, which is running fine. It definitely seems, let's go back to the original because it seems like it likes to be a little bit nose heavy. Definitely seems like it likes to be a little bit nose heavy. Let's do this real quick. Let's go. I want to play with something here. Let's go like this. Okay. This will rule out any sort of rotor issue. Yeah, so it's still trying to, still doing that pitch oscillation. You see it's got a flutter off of the gyro too. That's me fixing it right there. I just fixed it in 2 seconds for, you know, my own pilotage. So it's not the rotors. And if I kick it into forward mode real quick here, let's just do it. Boot it real fast into forward mode. Flies great in forward mode. It's a little bit of vertical oscillation I gotta clean up, and this will be really good, I think. Yeah, it's just that little bit of vertical oscillation that's causing problems. Other than that, it flies great. Take that autopilot off. We'll give it some beans here. We'll give it the beans, son. Yeah, you can see that the pitch, see how we get that flutter? So likely the pitch value on the gyro is too high. But it flies fine at speed. It's just in hover, it's kind of accentuated. Yeah, it goes 318 too, which I like. Nice and swift. An alligator to my right. I think it was cocodrillo to my right. Now, flies great in horizontal. Autopilot works great in horizontal. I just need that little bit of... And the problem, too, is, like, if pitch will upset the roll, you know, and that will upset the yaw. And now you got pitch, roll, and yaw all trying to fix pitch, essentially. And so it becomes a problem where they're upsetting each other, so one thing is kicking it off. And I'm thinking the pitch is being a pain in the ass, so I gotta fix the pitch. Let's do this. This is gonna be a little crooked here. Kick the rudder. A little inversion here. Yeah, it flies really well otherwise. It's just that little bit of pitch. It does not have enough elevator going up. Oh, I know why. Okay, I gotta fix the elevator for that. It's got a limited elevator and inverted, so I don't have enough elevator to keep it inverted. That be the problem, so I've got it clamped out to, I think, 0.25, so it doesn't give me enough. Alright, so I gotta fix that pitch. So that's just pid tune, and I'll do that later, but for the most part, it's flying pretty well. Just that one little regime of vertical pitch that it's kind of bitching. I don't think it needs anything as far as horizontal flight's going. So I need to quickly, let's do a quick measure, and I want to put where the CG kind of needs to be. Let's measure this out. So that is 63. So that's 5 off. So let's go like this. Let's go 29 off of this. That's a container. That's a container. So I would like it to theoretically be there. The problem is that is behind the rotor blades, which is actually okay. I think we'll do all right with that. The containers are pretty light, so we'll favor them up front just a little bit. So where that is about right, so that's fine. That works for me. This can, because of where the nose wheel goes, I've got a rear actuating nose wheel. I could push this nose wheel up a little bit. I don't know if I want to or not, but it will help with the, no, I like it where it is, but it's going to help with the space in front here. Not the end of the world, but I gotta, so like the floor theoretically could be somewhere like here for behind the cockpit. The cockpit floor is where it should be. But like the floor here could be somewhere like that. And then the cargo deck will be lower. Make it like tri-deck on that. And then like the kind of the cockpit room will be somewhere probably like this. That will enclose the cockpit there, and then with that I can go like this kind of. And that'll be a room finishing off the top there. And that will go all the way back to like here. Like that. I'm not going to save this, but this is kind of like roughing this out of like that's what space is going to look like. I could just do, see, I need the space for the gear to stow. I'll figure something out. Yeah, that's coming along. Again, I would just love to have, I would prefer to do fixed wing, but, you know, if the devs put a container base up at Tajin, I can do that more readily. But unless they do that, I really can't, so. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so I think we'll finish it up there. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, why don't you go ahead and like the video? I appreciate that. We'll be doing more of those feature requests, so if you do watch those and do agree with that as a feature, that'll help the devs to figure out which ones are popular in the community. They asked for that. He talked about how Deltar's talked in the Q&A that if it's not popular, they can't really spend the time to do it, so it's important to make sure that that is something that they, you know, that's doable for them, that has enough support. So make sure you're supporting those videos. That way they can have some level of polling for what people are liking. But thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.